Hey, what's going on, all you beautiful people? It's time to get Clifford back on the road. I ended up breaking him here earlier this summer, and well, life's just been busy. Haven't had a chance to get on him. So what I'm going to do here now is the old chain puller holding the front diff in isn't going to necessarily cut it. I've been fighting with this thing here for a few hours trying to get the goddamn tire back on the bead, but we finally got her. And what happened is, you can see there, the upper control arm mounts or whatever ended up breaking off of off the body there. So I've got a parts Jeep that I've got to take. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over there. I'm going to get the factory stamp steel ones taken off and put back on here on this guy. I didn't order any fancy ones. I was thinking about doing it, but if down the road I decide to long arm it or do whatever, I'm just going to be wasting money at this point. So I'm going to put the factory stamped ones back on, call it a day there. So I'll get those yarded off, get them taken into town, and do some reinforcement to stiffen them up a bit. So, got the old Jeep jacked up. I got my trusty Kinetic, Voodoo Kinetic rope hooked around the pillar. And we'll see if I can't yard this thing over with the old F-150, get it laying on, because I really don't want to be laying underneath of it in all this shit here, and chances are it'll fall on me. So thing's junk anyway. Tip her over and see if we can't get those body supports out, the front diff support brackets out of this one. There we go. Nothing to it. So if you ever need to work on your 97 ZJ, I highly recommend just rolling it over onto its side. Now, I don't have to worry about laying underneath of it while I take these brackets out here and this guy here, because this is the one that was, these are the two that are damaged. So yeah, simple enough. And if you ever need to change your oil, highly recommend doing it this way. Alrighty, so I finally got Clifford in the shop here. It's been a long time since I've absolutely done anything with him. Broke him this summer when we were out wheeling, and I ended up breaking both of the upper mounts off of the front diff. So what I did there, when I flipped over the other Jeep, I ended up pulling the old mounts off, which I've got sitting here, and these are the old ones. Not ideal. Not a good deal whatsoever. So the plan is I'm going to take the other mounts that I got off the parts, and I'm going to reinforce it with this sheet metal here. Just basically fill in the bottom. The plan with that is just the fact that I want to give it a little bit more strength, even though that I may eventually long arm it or whatever. I just want to make it last a little bit longer than what happened. Talk much. Make it last a little bit longer than before. So I'm going to cut that out. Silicone braze it in, because I don't have any argon here, or I don't have any MIG mix here to do that. So I'm going to braze it and get them tossed in so we can go wheeling this weekend. So I've got the second one just mocked up here, tacked, and I'll just kind of show you the process. So I've got it tacked there. That's the silicone, and you want an actual fairly loose gap. You don't want it overly tight, like I was saying there before, just because the fact that you want that the silicone to be able to seep in behind and get that capillary action where it actually holds, because it doesn't weld into the metal. It just wraps around it, kind of like solder does when you're doing copper pipe. So, nice loose gap. Got it tacked there. Got it started on the other side. And now let's just burn the rest of it in. Good to go. Got both all boxed in. Like I say, I just love that brass. Looks so sweet. Now I got to fix the upper mount where the winch was holding the front diff from falling out of the rig, because it grabbed it and it twisted it. So I got to straighten that out, get those bad boys put on, and yeah, we can start wheeling. Well, a few other things to do yet, but getting there. Well, we're all loaded up. We got Clifford in tow. I've been thrashing on him for about 2 days. Had to do some precarious shit to him to get him ready for this weekend, but hey, I'm excited. We got the front A-arms done, checked the diff oils. I had to end up fixing the rear rim. Yeah, I ended up snapping some lug nuts and shit like that. Wasn't good. I had to remount the spacer. It's pretty precarious, but is what it is. I'm excited to get out. I really need this ride. It's been like 4 months and I've just been jonesing. So here we go. I'm excited, and look at the off into the sunrise. Didn't bring any special camera gear, nothing like that. I want to go wheeling, so I'll take what I can. I'll take some footage, whatever I can, but here we go. So we got Charlene, the big burb. Got Clifford. Got a frickin' minty excursion back there. Chris's LJ. Big Bird. TJ. 6 liter swapped. Another minty ZJ. Well, we're finally out on the trail. Old Clifford. He's struggling. Starter's going on him, so I don't know how I'm gonna navigate this because it's supposed to be an overnighter, and I really want to shut him off. He doesn't really want to kick on again here. Nothing like winter wheeling. We got the old burb up front. Got about 6 or 7 rigs behind. Gonna be a good day. Whoops. Look what you've started.
That's enough.
Dude.
Stop while we're ahead. How about that?
Yeah.
We're stuck.
Yeah, got me right in your heart. Good man, Mr. Chris. Big bird to the right. Made it to the casa for the night. Nina. Fuck, that's not say long though, that.
Okay.
That's new.
It's going to get worse.
Yeah, that's new.
But you haven't said it's surprised if you haven't locked up in the cabin.
Oh, nice.
Hopefully they
Little
don't.
wrench door latch. I like it.
Nice.
Home sweet home.